Yeah. Hundreds on me stuff, I'ma run it up. She gon' give it up. I'm like, what is love? Remember I was broke, ain't nobody give a fuck. Hater understand, now they love us cause we are. Hundreds on me stuff.
Okay, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I would do something a bit different. Today I'm going to be reacting to the 10 of the dumbest rap lyrics I've ever heard. So this is a compilation made by CDTV Productions, so shout out them. Hopefully this won't get copyrighted by them. It can't because they're using someone else's songs. But yeah, I thought this would just be a nice little light-hearted video to react to. 10 dumbest rap lyrics I've ever heard. And the first one's Big Sean as well. Wasn't expecting to see him on here, but let's get into it.
Rap music is very interesting in terms of lyrics. What I've always said is rap is the genre with the best lyrics and simultaneously the worst lyrics in any genre. And that is because it is a very lyrical genre. It's probably the genre with the most lyrical content around. But with that comes a lot of bad lyrics. So what we're going to be talking...
Is he putting them on the screen now? Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even... What? Wait, what? Surely that's not an actual... that's not a bad lyric, that's just confessing to drugging a girl. What?
Most lyrical content around. But with
who is this guy? I don't know who that is, but... That's a bit mad. He should probably be in jail. I took her home and she enjoyed that, she ain't even know it.
That comes a lot of bad lyrics. So what we're going to be talking about today is the 10 most dumb rap lyrics I've ever heard.
That's not dumb. That's not dumb or like a bad simile. That's just a bit fucked up.
Lyrics. So what we're going to be talking about today is the 10 most dumb rap lyrics I've ever heard. These aren't necessarily lyrics with bad wordplay or anything. These are just lyrics where rappers...
Surely Chance the Rapper. Surely that's not a Chance the Rapper a lyric. I'm on the mic like it's a dick. Surely not. God.
Have really bad logic or just have their facts completely wrong. Now there is a lot of lyrics from songs I actually like here, but if it's a dumb lyric, it'll be on this list. With that being said, my name is CDTV Productions. Let's get right into this list.
Shout out to this guy.
At number 10, we have Master P on Do You Know?
Motherfucking dope. Forget about Christmas, nigga, cause you ain't gonna even see New Year. You heard?
Now, this line is pretty stupid, as for 95% of the year, someone would see Christmas before New Year's, but Master P says, never mind Christmas.
Why did I not clock that? Fuck, I didn't even clock that myself.
Nigga, cause you ain't gonna even see New Year.
Okay, yeah.
Now, this line is pretty stupid, as for 95% of the year, someone would see Christmas before New Year's, but Master P says, never mind Christmas, they won't even see New Year's. Now, the only reason this is lower on the list is because technically this line can be correct, but only if this murder takes place very specifically in the week following Christmas, leading up to New Year's. At number 9, we have Jules Santana with Black Republicans.
A dick like a harness, rock star, fly in an ostrich.
Now, fly metaphors and similes.
I think I've heard that one before, you know. I think that's famously a bad lyric. I'm flying. You picked the one bird that couldn't fly. The one bird. Could have said anything, and you picked the one bird that can't fly.
Rockstar, fly in an ostrich.
Now, fly metaphors and similes are so overused in rap, but that does not stop rappers from using them. But Jules Santana goes the extra mile here by saying he is as fly as something that can't even fly. For fuck's sake. At number 8, we have ASAP Rocky on Kush Coma by Danny Brown.
My nigga dope looks. So many numbers in my phone book. I can saw the motherfucking phone book.
This line kind of just falls into the category of a line that just strikes you as quite stupid when you hear it. Now, I personally love ASAP Rocky.
That's... Why would you write that? He must have been high. So many numbers... What? That just doesn't make sense. And he's rhymed phone book with phone book as well, so it's not even a... Jesus.
We have a line that just strikes you as quite stupid when you hear it. Now, I personally love ASAP Rocky, but I think, quote-unquote...
Yeah, I expect better from ASAP Rocky, come on.
Starting a phone book involves a lot more than knowing a lot of phone numbers. It actually kind of reminds me of that Wiz Khalifa line where he states that he has so much money he should start a bank. It doesn't really work like that. At number 7, we have Young Jeezy on the Top Back remix.
Got
I need to see a doctor. Black on black Billy, call it Phantom of the Opera.
Now, I don't want to be too harsh on Jeezy for this one, as it's an easy-ish mistake.
No, that's not an easy-ish mistake. You should... It's a... Again, how you have a whole team around you, right? You've got a producer. You're going to have people listening and checking your music before it goes out. How has no one realised that? How has no one clocked that a Phantom isn't a Bentley? I don't get how that gets through, like, production.
Now, I don't want to be too harsh on Jeezy for this one, as it's an...
I do.
Call it Phantom of the Opera.
Now, I don't want to be too harsh on Jeezy for this one, as it's an easy-ish mistake to make, but I'm afraid it's Rolls-Royce who makes the Phantom, not Bentley. Making the comparison here redundant. At number...
Sorry, when have you ever heard Bentley Phantom? Just say that out loud, that doesn't sound right. Surely you... How does that get through? How does that get released?
6, we have Notorious B.I.G. on 10 Crack Commandments.
Not your wig pushed back, rule number uno.
Now, I love Biggie so goddamn much that I don't even want to put this lyric on here. I really don't. He's such a great artist, and I don't want to put him on a worst lyrics list, but come on, it's basically a basic knowledge of Spanish here. In case you don't know...
Oh, okay. He said nombre uno instead of numero. I was like, what was wrong with that? Yeah, okay, that's a fair, like, you're talking in a different language, but still, like, nombre, hombre, I guess he's confused that.
About Spanish, by the way. Unfortunately, nombre means name, not number.
Oh, okay,
At number 5, we have Foxy Brown on Affirmative Action.
So how we flip 32 grams raw, chop it in half, get 16, double it times 3. We got 48, which mean a whole lot of cream. Divide the profit by 4, subtract it by 8. We back to 16.
This line has been criticised for having the worst math of all time. And while I can't disagree with that, this line was actually very close to being correct. She would be completely correct.
I just knew the fact, if you start doing maths on a track and it's on here, it's going to be embarrassing, isn't it? Again, surely, if you're doing maths, and in your lyrics, surely you're going to at least use a calculator just to double check before you put it out to millions of people. It's probably a good idea. But nah, she just said it with chest. God.
This line was actually very close to being correct. She would be completely correct if she said 96, which is the right math, instead of 48, and the entire line would make mathematical sense. Because if you look at it, 32 grams, chop it in half, you get 16. That's right. Double it, that's 32. Times 3, you get 96, but she says 48. And then later on, if you divide 96 by 4, subtract it by 8, you do get 16. But if you do that to 48, it doesn't work. She fucked it. At number 4, we have Lloyd Banks on Ain't No Click.
I'll be damned if I co-sign an old snitch that was gangbanging with Jaws was a goldfish.
Now, I don't really know how well versed Lloyd Banks is in biology and just on how...
What? So you're telling me this guy thinks goldfishes grow up to be sharks? Like... Is this not like a comedy song? Does he do that on purpose to be like a joke? Or does he genuinely think a goldfish ages up to be a shark? Or does he think Jaws was a big goldfish?
Now, I don't really know how well versed Lloyd Banks is in biology and just on how species work in general, but a goldfish always grows up to be an older goldfish. A shark is a shark. True, they both swim, but that doesn't make them the same. I actually want to check really quickly to see, you know the website Rap Genius? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's great for seeing the meaning behind lyrics, but I want to see how they explain this one away, because sometimes they try and explain the worst lyrics. Okay, Rap Genius actually has no explanation for this. That's a first. At number 3, we have Chamillionaire on Still Tippin'.
Always been about them horizontal lines through them S's. That's a $sign.
Chamillionaire is a pretty dope artist. You probably all know him from the song Riding, which is
it's bad the fact that he even had to say that's a $sign just to let people know what his metaphor meant. It's like when you have to explain your own lyrics in a track, I think you've already lost. But then to get the lyric that you're explaining wrong in the first place, again, I don't know how this gets through production. Surely he's got people listening and checking his track before it goes out. Surely he's got like a producer who's mixing it for him, who might just realise, oh, horizontal lines.
What he's most popular for, but I personally think Hip Hop Police's...
I wonder if it's just yes men around him. That just like, they just listen to it and think, yeah, that's hard. Like, yeah, he said horizontal lines to S's, but now I won't tell him. It's sick, he's the artist.
best song, it's a classic. But it seems his directional knowledge failed him here. He meant to say vertical. See, this is what an S looks like with horizontal lines through it, and I'm afraid that is not a dollar sign.
It would have worked as well if he said vertical. It's not like it would have not rhymed or anything.
See, this is what an S looks like with horizontal lines through it, and I'm afraid that is not a dollar sign. At number 2, we have Chingy on Balla Baby.
I like them black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, like Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian.
Now you might be wondering why this is so high up on this list, and I'll explain that by saying if you don't understand something as fundamental to human knowledge as what individual races they are in the world, I mean, it's not that hard. It appears that
Again, you're listing races in a track. Think maybe just check. Again, I don't know how this goes through production. How does no one clock that that's stupid?
to human knowledge is what individual races they are in the world. I mean, it's not that hard. It appears that Chingy does not realise that Japanese and Chinese people both are Asian. They fall into the Asian category, rendering the last part of the line, and even Asians, completely useless. And at number 1, we have the legend for bad rap lyrics. That's not me saying he's a bad artist, he has some good songs, but we have Lil Wayne on the track, Yes. Now this is such a basic line that you guys probably...
Surely not. You're writing it out. Like, you're literally... You write it out. When you make, like, you send a track with, like, the lyrics, when you submit the lyrics to like, Genius, when the Genius gets the lyrics, like, surely there's a part where you have to write the lyrics out and send them to someone. Did he spell phenomenal with an F? Or is he just taking the piss? I get to the point where I think maybe some of them are just doing it for, like, comedic effect.
Now this is such a basic line that you guys probably all know to finish off this list, but this has to be one of the logically dumbest lyrics I have ever heard. Yeah. Lil Wayne is a very...
He's probably just high when he was writing it, innit? And then just, like, no one checks it. He just releases it. Again, when it's like Lil Wayne, people probably just go, oh yeah, we'll just let him do what he wants. Even if he's just literally spelt a word wrong in his track, we'll just let him do what he wants.
An easy target to pick on for worst lyrics themed videos. But when you fail to spell a word that 7-year-olds can spell, when you are a grown-ass man who makes money off of the English
Again, he was definitely high. Definitely high.
Language, it's pretty shocking. Well guys, this list was a bit shorter today than usual.
Okay, yeah, so everyone go and watch the actual original video. I really appreciate that. I hope this guy doesn't copyright me. And there is a part 2, so if you guys enjoyed this video, I will definitely go and do a part 2. But yeah, like the video if you have enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more, possibly a part 2 to this. And I do general just reactions to US and UK music, and I'll see you guys in the next video.